Anthony Davis didn't troll LeBron James, but some people are going to accuse him of trolling. He actually spoke the truth. It did take him 7 years to pass Michael Jordan 30 points in a game. It did. It's a fact. You know, that's a fact that LeBron's a stat pattern, and that is a great example of it. So a guy who doesn't really claim to be a scorer, guy who really claims that he don't do this, but he does that. The funny thing is that Anthony Davis actually said it, even though Anthony Davis always comes across like a simp when it comes to LeBron. It's not baby brother, big brother, the big brother, little brother. It's more like you work for Clutch Sports, you're a client, you know your place. You always defer. You're always scared to get in the post, in the paint, make life easy if you don't get hurt, and you always act like you intimidated and afraid to stand up for your own. You have to be the best player on that team for them to win. They tell you that all the time, but here you go throwing up 12, 13 points after having a 45-point game, then you come back with 10, 12 points, and then you kind of frail off and let LeBron dictate. That's not so to hear you actually say something that's actual and factual in the stands, like, wow, you actually said the truth. He did take 7 extra years. This is a guy who is now in the top six or so three pointers made. He's going to move up that list. And if he actually plays another 4 or 5 years, because he's crazy enough and his ego is driven, he wants to pass Kobe as the leader on the Lakers for threes. Believe me, he crazy enough to try something like that. Don't give him no ideas, but he might. But anyway, to hear Anthony Davis actually stand up to the actual it's like wow. Now, if you could do that with your game, you'd be even better. But you won't do that. You won't do that. That's a once every so often. When these overblown stats that LeBron gets, that they try to superimpose on you, and that he belongs as a Mount Rushmore figure, and to say this, I think Anthony Davis then tolerated so much to tolerate. Did you really mean to leave New Orleans? I mean, yeah, you got a bubble ring and an in-season Walmart ribbon and a flag and a trophy and some goggles for your participation. But what has your LA Laker journey really been? You're not a 1-2 punch, and you're too scared to go in the paint, and y'all still hoping to get a third star, and someone that can put you in there, and you're trying everything. But for a moment, you actually spoke truth. You actually weren't so star in the galaxy. Now you're from Chicago, but so you claim you call Kobe your goat or LeBron your goat. You never even really watched highlights of Jordan, so it's kind of ironic that the Chicago in you comes out. But did it really come out? I mean, we really gotta wonder though. But the truth of the matter is, it's another overblown thing. It just goes to show you how you can stat pad today, that it takes you nearly a decade, especially since LeBron's been in LA for 7 years, and he's in the era where nothing but scoring has been allowed. So, yeah, if you were that all around player, then how come you didn't do it before? Because you played more than enough games and you always got 10 points a game. We know how you are about chasing everything you can. But what would it do if Anthony Davis actually said, okay, when you're going to turn the keys over to me? I want the lead role. They've been telling him, but he's scared. But why is he scared? Because he's got to play with LaBias, La Hog, however you want to call him. But it just shows you Michael Jordan did in such a less time, a more difficult era to score 30. Just like when John Stockton got those 15,000 dimes in the era when teams weren't hardly cracking 100. You take some of these things for granted, but you got to look at the totality when guys did things. They weren't stat padding, they were bringing it. They were actually giving you an all-around game. Oscar Robinson's triple doubles and his scoring prolificity and his 25, 26, 20,000 plus points with no three-point line. Let that sink in. Same thing with Jerry West. Let that sink in. When we talk about old school and what they did, let it sink in how dominant they were. Will Chamberlain, there ain't no three-point line. Think about it. Shaq only made one three-point his whole career. Hakeem Olajuwon wasn't a prolific three-point shooter. Look at the points they scored. And then look at how stuff gets manipulated. So Anthony Davis called it trolling. He told the truth. I only wish he would do it with his game and demand the same. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share the video if you like it. Hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free, stay true. I'm out. Peace.